Alright, let's start the video, I guess. So today I'm going to present the character of Locke Cole from the game of Final Fantasy VI. So Locke Cole is one of the first characters that you control at the beginning of the game. He is presented as an adventurer. His music theme is especially heroic and full of hope. At the beginning, when we are presented the character, is like very energetic, seems like a good dude, one of the main assets of the returners, which is of course the group who is fighting the Empire. He has a very kind of dark backstory surrounding him. Regarding his, I was gonna say his girlfriend, but that's maybe not the right term to use, but he had a woman who he cared for, and who died because of the Empire, and he didn't manage to protect her, even though he was supposed to do it. So he's kind of twisted, and he's trying to prevent this thing to happen again. When he is first presented with the character of Taina at the beginning of the game, even though she is a prominent member of the Empire, he's trying to help her out. He understood that she was controlled by a slave crown. She was not acting on her own free will. She is a very strange woman, but she suffers from amnesia. So because of all these factors, he is very willing to help her, and is trying his best to protect her, which is kind of I guess good. It's he's a heroic figure. He's not like, because at first I was willing to compare him to Han Solo, but it's a little bit too easy to do. I know that Star Wars is a huge influence. It's a big influence in Final Fantasy series, but the character of Locke Cole is really a hero. He's sometimes considered as a thief, which is kind of funny because he hates being called a thief. And yeah, there is some interesting things also about this character, because in this game there are a lot of summons. There are a lot of summons. The summons in this game are creatures of their own. They die, they live in a special place. It's not just summons. They are the espers, and they are people. But the thing is, I don't know if I said it in the previous videos, but when they die, their magic power is concentrated into a crystal. Yes, I said it in a previous video. And that's the only way to summon them when they are already dead, you know? So when they are not dead, we cannot summon them. They act on their own, and they can use their own free will, and they cannot be controlled. And why I'm talking about it, it's because in this game, even though it's the Final Fantasy game with the most summons, and when I talk about Final Fantasy, I talk about the main series, the RPG series. In this game, some characters have the chance to have specific espers linked to them and to their backstory. For example, you have, for the character of Cyan, or Cayenne in the original name, you have the summon Alexander. And for the character of Locke, you have Phoenix, which is an amazing summon. Besides that, yeah, in terms of his characteristics, I was never fond of the steel option because I never really used it. Yeah, yeah, because you lose a turn to steal and it doesn't work every time, so sometimes it can be quite frustrating to use this command, but it can be as well very useful. And maybe I was wrong to use Locke as yeah, I prefer to use the command fight instead of steal, but because he's not the most powerful character and all that, I think it's more useful, especially in the beginning of the game, to use the steal option, because you can steal some potions, some antidotes and things like that, and it's a good thing to have these things for free. And for the power, for magical powers, you have Tina, and for the engineering power, if I may say, you have the King Edgar, of course, at the beginning of the game. He's the third character we have. I remember a lot of the things of the beginning because I'm just starting over another playthrough of the game right now. So yeah, Locke Cole is an amazing character. He's very interesting. He's more complex than we think at the beginning. Kind of like Jidan in Final Fantasy IX, I guess. I think it's a good comparison because Jidan at Final Fantasy IX can seem very basic. If I was mean, I could say basic, but is more complex than we think at first. So Locke is very interesting. Of course, there is his love interest with Ceres. Yeah, I learned the right pronunciation of the name Ceres, and in Japanese it's Ceres. It's not Celes, but it's Ceres. Interesting. So yeah, I think that's the end of the video. I don't have much to say besides that. So see you later and maybe next time. Bye bye.